Coexisting with Rob and Maggie contains explicit content and is intended for mature audiences, mainly because Maggie will drop F-bombs and I will make sexual innuendos or jokes. Also, Rob nor Maggie should be considered mature.
It's the effing Catalina wine mixer. That is from the 12-time Oscar award-winning film Step Brothers, starring William Ferrell and Jonathan C. Riley. Maggie, have you seen Step Brothers?
No, yet another movie I have never ever seen in my life. I'm so sorry. One day you're gonna mention a movie I've seen before, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
catch you
probably.
so off guard.
Yeah, I think that'll happen one day. I mean,
Yeah, one day. Like we've
we
been
have.
on this show for 4 years now, and I've never.
Oh, I did this. I did Star Wars. So okay, well, everybody's seen Star Wars, so hell with that. But
Okay,
guys,
it's just
welcome to a
Star
new.
Wars is Star Wars.
Yeah, guys, welcome to a new episode of Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. It is Friday, March 6th. We are glad you are here. We are glad we get to talk some wrestling with you. But as I start every show, Maggie, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. So as you guys all know, this Sunday is International Women's Day, March 8th. So the sweetest thing happened today. This is so ridiculous. So I opened the bar today and I'm writing down the missing stuff, alcohol wise, so I can make a call and get a delivery going. So the woman that picks up the phone and takes our delivery, she's one of the main women who are in charge of the company that takes our orders. And because I was off last week, as I mentioned last week on our show, she opened up the phone and she was like, "Oh, okay, you're working today. I'll make sure to note that." And I never understood what that meant, so I told her what we need, and she was like, "Okay, thank you, goodbye." And then 1 hour later, she came to the bar with a bag full of wine, bottles of wine, and she gave me one, and she was like, "Happy Women's Day. This is a present for me." And she gave me the wine. And I'm like, "What the hell is happening?" And she said, "I'm going around the nearby bars and giving a bottle of wine to every woman I know that works in bars. So this is for me. So happy International Women." I cried a bit. Not gonna lie, this was the sweetest thing. Uh and it's not even International Women's Day yet. I've said this before in our show. I This is probably my favorite holiday of the year. Um and somehow every year uh a man makes me cry on this day. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to not give a crap this year and not cry. But this was really 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 sweet. So before we start the show, Rob, I couldn't help but notice that you were wearing an X-Men t-shirt,
Yeah.
which is my all-time, probably all-time favorite, comic book animation and the movies and everything. Um, do you have do you mind if we just for an hour and a half talked about X-Men? Because I don't
Oh,
want to talk about
yeah,
I
yeah.
I have zero interest in talking about wrestling this week because god damn it, it was a bit weird from Elimination Chamber uh to Raw, and god damn it, NXT. And we're about every week when we have to talk about an NXT premium live event prediction show, I get irritated even before the show starts. It's because it's NXT and it's Oh my God, it could be so much better than it is right now. And it sucks because it's wrestling and we all love wrestling. And that's why we're here. Because, hi, guys, this is the wrestling show. Um, we're gonna talk about here and there about X-Men because it's my favorite. But thank you so much for joining us, guys. Thank you for spending your Fridays with us, or whichever day you would like to watch us on demand. Please, while you're here, leave a like on the video. It's the free way in which you can support us. It's also the easiest because you can, click the like button and everything. Sound off in the chat. Rob and I would love to communicate with each and every one of you guys. We adore our fans, right? If you'd like to support us with your wallets, please send the super chat. And it's the bottom of the YouTube live chat, the little dollar sign. If you're watching on any other platform, which we all stream on, you can send a humper chat at humperchats.com. Any amount matters for us and for everyone here at Fightful and Fightful Overbooked. Oh my God, it's the carpet. The carpet is licking itself. Why did it stop? Does the carpet want money? I feel like the carpet wants money.
Send us a super chat, dog.
Yeah, send it. Yeah, dog. So send us a super chat if you want to see Rob's dog ever again this week.
Yeah.
Yes. Where was I? Oh, yes. Fightful Select. Please subscribe to Fightful Select on Patreon. The easiest money you're ever going to spend on wrestling. It's still cheaper than Starbucks. And I will say this every fucking time. Starbucks sucks. Go get a real cup of coffee. Just so you know. Our friend Zach, which does our, probably one of my favorite sticks, is put it on again. Didn't see what is it. Oreo cookie. Okay. National Oreo Cookie Day. I love. Oh, do you have a favorite Oreo? Mine is
Probably
the
regular.
The brownie
Probably just
one
the regular.
The
I also
regular is
like
pretty good.
I like the vanilla ones too, believe it or not.
There are ones I feel like they were with tiramisu. They tasted like death. I hate those. And if those are your favorite, you go suck a bag of dicks. But the regular ones and the brownie ones are pretty good. Ryan's in the Ryan, sweetie. I feel like I haven't seen you in the chat for 2 months. I know it's been less than 2 months. Ryan also sent a super chat. It says, "Hello, Maggie and Robert. Thank you so much for the super chat. Tell me how you are, because I feel like, again, haven't heard from you in a while." We also got a super chat from Chris, who says Maggie needs to do her Danhausen impression today. Yes, I do need to do that, and I will when we get to talk about Danhausen. Thank you, Doc. I promised to talk to you later. I will be sending you a video. That sounded weird. Of me talking, a video of me talking. Okay.
Hey, hey, guys, send in your super chats. You never know what Maggie will send you against.
Yeah, just send us money. Thank you for that, Rob. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's a reason my DMs are closed. Thank you for reminding me why that is.
Mine are open if anybody wants to send me videos.
Yes. Okay, that's nice to know. So starting off the show, who's your favorite X-Men?
Well, so this is where it kind of gets tricky because I like different eras of X-Men.
That's fine.
So this is the Jim Lee era, like this shirt. So I really was a fan of Cyclops then, but yeah, like that particular Cyclops. But overall, I'm a Wolverine guy,
yes.
So
fucking yes, man.
But I really liked the 92 X-Men, like the cartoon, animated. That was my jam.
That's all of our jams.
So I had the opportunity, this is probably 10 years ago now, but I had the opportunity to meet one of the best writers of X-Men, Chris Claremont. Very cool. He also wrote a couple of Wolverine series. Just X-Men's my jam, so I love
Yeah.
X-Men. Just, I mean, if you're a comic book person, you're pretty
How can you not? You know?
you pretty much like X-Men. Otherwise, I mean, it's just if you're a comic book person and you don't like X-Men, I want to at least hear what your problem is with them, because
I
you
go to
at least have
therapy.
to have a yeah. And this is a good one too. Magneto, Jim Lee's
Oh
Magneto
my
has
God,
fantastic art.
yes.
Then that's the biggest thing with me is I obviously love the stories, but I'm also a big fan of the the art, obviously too. Like the art makes it even better. Like I always told my friends, like I don't know if you ever had this like hypothetical talk, like if money wasn't an option, you could own
Okay.
like two things. Like we would always talk like artwork or something like comic book wise. Two of the things I would have would be like a Todd McFarlane Spider-Man like artwork like that he
Mhm.
did, and then Jim Lee either Magneto or Cyclops like artwork. Those are the two things that I would want. I'm
Are
just
they expensive? So you're telling me
oh
they're not.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
like it
Okay.
yeah, that would be um yeah, it'd be a lot of money. Um so yeah, I can wish in one hand and dream in the other. So
So okay, so I have a follow-up question. So you love Cyclops.
Mhm.
Um Going for the live action movies, do you like how Cyclops was portrayed in the live action movies?
um
No, right? No.
I not really, no, but I like
Yeah.
James Marsden as an actor. I think
Sure.
he's a good
Okay. Like,
actor, but I didn't like the portrayal
yeah,
of
I'm not saying
Cyclops.
anything about the actor. I'm just talking
Yeah,
about the role itself.
yeah, I didn't care for it. Um, I liked I liked the Cyclops in the like the X-Men was it First Class? I like
Yeah,
that
it was first class.
portrayal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that portrayal of him, but um, didn't care for it like in the first the the Marsden movies.
Okay.
So
So my problem is because when I was watching the X-Men animated series, I was so immensely in love with Rogue and her story and everything about her. Like, she was so cool. She was everything that I wanted to be. So because like I was always incredibly weak when it comes to strength. Not anymore, but like back then. And I just simply wanted to be able to lift a mountain and drop it on someone's head. That's, I mean, that's the girl dream. It's to just lift a mountain and drop it on a motherfucker. So, because I wasn't able to do that, I sympathize immensely afterwards with Dark Phoenix from Jean Grey. And
mm,
the Dark Phoenix saga in the animated series was so one of my favorites. And when it came to the live action movies, I've immediately fell in love with Wolverine because of Hugh Jackman. I'm a simple girl. When I see Hugh Jackman and like, oh, okay. Uh and yeah, because in the animated series, Jean Grey was also cool, but Storm was it. But for me, Jubilee and Rogue, that's it. But and I really didn't like how Rogue was, her story in the live action
yeah,
movies. I didn't like that because like I was I was hoping that they would get to the story of how she got her strength in the first place to the movies. But in the movies they only use her powers to extract, powers from other people. And I didn't like that because I was like, come on, let's just lift up the truck and dump it on the asshole and we can go on with the movie. Guys, if you're in the chat, please send a super chat about X-Men, because it's way more interesting to talk about than wrestling. Speaking about wrestling, Elimination Chamber happened this past week, Rob. um, I want to hear your overall thoughts. let's start with the Elimination Chamber, women's Elimination Chamber. What did you
Yeah,
think of, just your thoughts?
the match went pretty much as I thought it would. The crowd went nuts for Rhea, like I figured it would.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, why would they not? Rhea's awesome. So the match was fine. Nothing stood out for me. Like really, it was.
Mhm.
Uh, it was fine. Like it was a decent, good Elimination Chamber match. I think the right person won. I would have
Yes.
maybe liked to see. I do think it would have been very interesting if Raquel would have won, because I think there would have been more like is she gonna
Storylines.
go after Jade, or is she kind of gonna throw herself into the Liv story? Like I was
Exactly.
kind of wondering if that was the case, but I think they went the right direction, because
Mhm.
I mean we'll find. And I'm not trying to like already move on to that, but I think if they, part of me thinks if they were going to go that direction, like into the Liv storyline with Bakur, I think if they were, I don't think they
Okay.
want to do, yeah, I don't think they want to do two title matches with more than two people, because I think we might see that on the SmackDown men's side, but I'm not sure yet. We'll find out.
We're
So
gonna talk about
we'll get
that.
there. I know you're excited. You're very
Oh
excited.
yeah, I'm so excited.
Um,
I cannot
but yeah,
fucking wait.
I think the right person won though, and I was fine with the
Okay.
match. Nothing stood out like as like, bah,
Hmm. Well, I if you watched our show previously, you know how much I'm rooting for Kiana. I'm really rooting for the girl because she's gotten so good, and I was hoping that she would shine more in the Elimination Chamber match. Um, she did okay. She did well. I just wanted it to be more. Um, so Raquel ended up power slamming Kiana through one of the pods, and she did a Takana bomb to Asuka over Kiana James, and then she pinned them both. Um, it was I kind of feel like it was at this very moment that I realized that Raquel is definitely now winning the match, because God forbid they make a woman look strong in a match. You know, God forbid that ever happened. I feel like the last time that happened was Shayna Baszler.
yeah.
And now she's training with you know, oh my god, who she's training with over at NXT?
Shayna Baszler.
No, Shayna Baszler, yeah, she was training with Kilani Jordan
Oh,
because
gotcha.
of
Sorry.
her, yeah, because of
Yeah.
her upcoming underground match with Lola
Yep.
Vice. Yes. So Tiffany ended up eliminating Raquel. Uh, it was a really weird spot because Rhea Ripley did a cannonball run from the top of the pod onto Raquel. It looked good. I hope they're both fine. Um, so Rhea Ripley busted open Tiffany pretty bad, and then she ended up eliminating her. So Rhea Ripley won the elimination chamber. I would like to agree with you. It was the right person that won. I know that I said that I hoped Raquel was the one to pick up the win here. Um, it kind of made more sense to me because everything that you mentioned previously, and you were totally right. I kind of wanted her to butter faith and make it a triple threat match between her, Liv Morgan, and Stephanie. We're not going to do that. But I wonder if this ends up being a different storyline after WrestleMania. If Liv Morgan wins the belt from Stephanie, and then Raquel just is pissed off. Because I kind of feel like everyone's cheering for Liv Morgan, even though she's supposed to be a heel. And I think that probably they're gonna soon, at least, they're gonna turn her babyface. But yeah, the women the women nation. Oh my god, the women's elimination chamber match. Yeah, it was there. It was okay. It was just fine. Um, what happened afterwards was Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. uh, please talk now because I'm gonna talk later.
Okay. Well, I don't really have much to say about this because it went exactly as I figured it would, and I think they did the right call. I think it was it was so weird because they're trying to do the AJ Lee, the hometown thing, like she's from
It's
Chicago,
not her
or
hometown.
I know, it's just so
It's not,
weird.
she's from Jersey.
I
Stop
know
it! Stop! Oh, it's not.
yeah, I know. It was so weird. I mean, it's like that's the thing. Like I get why they want her to win, obviously, because everybody loves AJ Lee from B, yes, it's Chicago. Chicago's one of those towns where they love their own, just like every other.
You know how everyone should know that Chicago isn't AJ Lee's hometown? She won. No one
Yeah.
wins in their hometowns in WWE. So it's not her hometown.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, yeah. So it was a good. I mean, it was. There were some parts of that match that were like, like you.
Yes.
It seemed kind of like, okay,
You can say that.
well,
You can say that.
yeah, it wasn't.
It's her first singles match back in a long
Yeah,
ass time. You can say
yeah.
that.
So there were some things that's like, well, there's some wear. Just get some of that rust off, but I think she'll be fine. I mean, it's AJ Lee for F6. She'll be okay. She'll get better. The match went pretty much as I speculated it would. I didn't see it being outside the norm there. I thought we were going to get a new Intercontinental Champion. We did. I'm hoping that this is the end of the Becky AJ Lee story. I really do. Hope that's the end of this. We shall see, though. I am kind of curious to know, though, where does that leave Becky going into WrestleMania? So I kind of do wonder if they keep this going for a little bit longer. But other than that, I mean, the match went pretty much as planned, and yeah, and yeah. I mean, that's nothing really stood out like outside the norm, and it was fine. It didn't. The match didn't.
Oh, it wasn't the best match ever.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Guys, I know it's me and my ridiculous love for both AJ Lee and Becky. I know. But let's be real here. The match didn't stood out like match of the year candidate whatsoever at all. And so the match happened as such. So the Jessica Carr, the referee, which I suppose will have something to do with Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, probably. So she tried to put back the corner pad that Becky Lynch previously took off, but she got hit while trying to put the pad on, and so naturally she wasn't there to see Becky Lynch tapping out at Black Widow. AJ Lee ended up eating a DDT on a chair, plus a manhandle slam, and then she kicked out. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure AJ is winning the championship after that. Then when Jessica Carr woke up finally, she prevented Becky Lynch from shoving AJ Lee's face into the exposed turnbuckle. But then AJ Lee moved out the way, and Becky hit her head, herself in the exposed turnbuckle, which, like all of you know, she went face first into the turnbuckle, which led to a Black Widow, and AJ Lee won the title via Becky Lynch tapping out. Because everyone mentioned how not good this match looked. I'm aware of that because, again, this is AJ Lee's first match, singles match, back in, 11, 12 years. I don't know how, probably 11 years. So I don't know if we want to compare her to an in-ring capability of Io Sky. Let's not do that because it's apples and oranges here. And I, for once, adored the match with all of the imperfections and everything because in the ring, AJ Lee was always, she doesn't shine that much with in-ring capability. Why am I trying to say that word when I cannot possibly say that word? She's way stronger when it comes to match build and mic work, which I know it's funny that I say it because the promo time leading to this match had way more to be desired. They could have done more with this, but it is what it is. It happened, and now AJ Lee is champion. She also mentioned on this week's Raw that she planned to defend the championship next time that she was in the ring. So what they're gonna have next week is a gauntlet match, right?
Mm-hmm.
A women's gauntlet match to decide who's the number one contender for her title. And I like that because she needs to get her reps in. And this is, again, something to be looking forward to in the upcoming episodes of Raw, because we don't normally get that. So this is something really, really good. So Punk and Balor, Punk retained the championship. The match, because we got the match previously, like a couple of weeks ago, and we were expecting that, and we got nothing like that. But the bar was set high when it comes to Punk and Balor. Punk retained, and he celebrated with AJ Lee afterwards. I don't know what to tell you. If you like, do you have something to add about the match? Because it was just there. It was simply just there for me.
Yeah, no, not really. It was just
okay.
I mean, we knew what was going to happen. I think the biggest thing that came out of it was I mean, nothing really came out of it. It was just there, It was just a way to get. This was a way to get Punk a match on the card. I actually think they did this really well. I mean, they made it make
the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, and they made it make sense for people. Like, that's the biggest thing that that people complain about is, like, at least make things make sense. And they made that make sense. They made the storyline make sense, because why are you going to let Punk defend the title? Because he could mess up WrestleMania. Well, I like how Punk said, "I'm not going to be a champion that shies away from things like that." And that's the thing. The match was good. It was a good match. It just nothing really just comes out of it, because we knew what was going to happen. I think that was the thing. This was like pretty much a foregone conclusion. We knew what was going to happen. We knew Punk wasn't going to win. We knew that this was just sorry. We knew that this match was just really there for Chicago. That's what it was. It was there for Chicago. So
I was low-key hoping that Balor would win the championship just so they can fight again in a good match. I mean, so they can have
Yeah.
another match back on a random episode of Raw, make it a main event. No shenanigans, just give us a match, and then Punk wings that back. And I had zero problem with Balor winning. I was actually kind of hoping, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, but listen, we get to have all these amazing promos between Punk and Roman leading to WrestleMania. So I'm never gonna be mad when it comes to something like that. Never.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we reach the men's elimination chamber. So are you as pissed off as I am when it comes to
No,
the men's elimination? Okay.
no, I wasn't because I
No,
love.
I mean about Logan Paul. But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
because listen, we were here last week, you and I, and we were wondering what wonderful things will Javon Evans do in the elimination chamber. Do you know what he did? He laid down for the 3 for fucking Logan Paul, the splits guy. And he did nothing in the chamber. And I was like, oh yeah, fucking let's go. Nope. Bye. And he got
Well,
pinned and everything. So Logan eliminated
I think maybe,
Logan
and I don't
eliminated
know.
Javon Evans, LA Knight, and Trick Williams.
Yeah,
Trick Williams, the you know the
that was
we
our
were
dark
so
horse.
excited.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the,
I
we were
didn't. I
excited
did not
about
like
Trick
that.
Williams.
Yeah, but from what I. So I mean, there's a lot of rumors right now going on with Logan Paul, like going into WrestleMania. Like, will he have something to do with the certain uh, former NFL player like coming in at
You know, my
WrestleMania?
neighbors are making spaghetti.
Oh, let's go have some spaghetti. That sounds actually amazing right now.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know.
man, damn. Um, I'm thinking about
So,
spaghetti now. What were we talking
so
about?
I'm hungry now. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Well, we can talk about spaghetti as opposed to
yeah.
talking about Logan Paul.
We'll just talk about spaghetti instead of the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
Maggie, what
spaghetti
kind of?
next man.
Yeah, yeah.
Carbonara.
No. Oh, okay, not bad.
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't discriminate, so whatever works works. But yeah, so there. I mean,
As long as they
there's been
don't
a lot
have
of
mushrooms, I'm fine.
amen, sister. No, there's been a lot of talk about Tom Brady being involved with WrestleMania, and I'm kind of wondering if, for whatever reason, which I don't think it would have mattered anyways, but I'm kind of wondering if they were making Logan Paul look stronger in this match for some stupid reason because of Tom Brady. If Brady gets involved, and I don't know if Tom Brady's going to be like a manager or if he's actually going to get involved in a match. I don't see him having a match. I just don't see that happening. I can be wrong. I usually am. I don't like the fact that LA Knight got pinned by him. I don't like the fact that Trick Williams got pinned by him either. I don't know. I just don't like anybody.
All 3 of them shouldn't have been pinned by Logan
Yeah.
Paul. Oh,
Because that tells me that Bronson, what this tells me more than anything, they had to change a lot of stuff on the fly because, I mean, I think it's rather obvious that Bronson Reed was going to be going into this match, like he was going to be in this match. And I don't know, just one of those things.
I mean, I really want to say that I'm not mad that
I'm just
Logan Paul
disappointed. Yeah.
yeah, but I just wish that, because I feel like all 3 of these people were there just to be served to Logan Paul as a sacrifice. No.
You did it.
No.
Okay. I know what you were saying. I get it. Because of that, I'm not going to do it. I'm not.
Just go ahead and do it.
Okay, well.
Sacrifice!
So now that we got it out of the way.
Sacrifice!
I just had to make sure it wasn't in the way again. That's all.
Did you get it out of your system? Are you good now?
For now.
For now, okay, fine. So, I just wish that this wouldn't have been at the expense of LA Knight, Javon Evans, and Trick Williams, all three fan favorite people in the Elimination Chamber. So you're right out of the gate telling us that the most important people in the Elimination Chamber are Logan Paul, not because of the chamber, because of that other thing that happened, but pretty much probably Logan Paul, Orton, and Cody. Fucking Cody. Oh, God damn it, man. Yeah, that's just pretty much it. It felt like they were rushed to be gotten out of there,
Yeah.
It's
What?
just ridiculously unfair when it comes to you being in love with everything that Trick Williams is doing right now, and the excitement of the in-ring capability of Javon Evans. And everyone loves LA Knight, and they're all patiently, for now, waiting for him to be crowned as champion. And I don't know why would they possibly do it, because they gave him the United States Championship like months ago, and they just stopped giving a crap all of a sudden. It was like there moment.
Yeah.
There's a title, and then everything stopped.
Yeah. And, what does Excalibur say? You got to give the people what they want.
Sacrifice! 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 Sacrifice!
So,
That's just because we love Ryan here.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Yeah. But, the other thing, too, is where is it at? Where is it? We also love Corey, so this is for Corey.
No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. The MVP of the NBA. Yeah, I'm not making this up. For AEW Rampage, ladies and gentlemen, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's go.
Every time it kills me.
That's the best thing ever. I'm so sorry. TK is probably the biggest nerd out there.
And we love him for it.
Marked out so much.
Oh, and I love him for it. That's the thing. Like, somebody asked me once,
we get paid by Tony Khan here on Fightful.
Yeah, that's the thing. Somebody asked me this was probably a good year and a half ago, and they said, Tony Khan, or they made a comment on Twitter. They didn't ask me. They made a comment like that on Twitter, and Tony Khan pays Fightful, and I was like, I don't even want a paycheck. I just want to watch Time Cop with the guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all I want. I just want to watch Time Cop and some other Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. I watched Expendables 2 last night with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
The better part of Expendables. It was, guys, I don't know if you know this, but it was filmed here in Bulgaria. I
didn't know they had film in Bulgaria.
Yeah, they did because they brought it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Have you which movie you wanted to watch with Tony Khan?
Time Cop.
Time Cop. Okay, so have you quoted Time Cop at the beginning of the show? Ever?
I'll be honest, I don't know if there's any damn thing worth quoting in that movie.
Okay. You can try.
I'll look and see if there's anything that I can look up. There's got to be something in there.
Fine. That's fine. Yeah. Well, going back to the men's elimination chamber, I really don't wanna, but we have to because it's a wrestling show. Damn it. Yeah. So what happened afterwards is a masked person tried to get involved in the match. They stopped him, and then a second masked guy came in, stomped Logan Paul. Cody Rhodes pinned him, eliminated Logan Paul. The masked guy turned out to be Seth Rollins. I squeaked a bit because it's Seth. And because his blonde is all gone. And I love that because let's just remove the blonde. And I was like, I wonder if he comes out to his old theme
Mhm.
next week. I wonder.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, because I know that the audience loves to sing along to his theme. But I wonder, because I kind of feel like he needs to go back to his architect slayer thingy gimmick that he had. Because like the drip god was good. But I wonder if the drip god works here in this storyline exactly. So I guess that we'll see how things turned out. So Drew takes advantage and gets into the Elimination Chamber and attacks Cody. Cody hits him back, and Orton takes advantage and pins Cody to win the Elimination Chamber. So on our show last week, I was hoping that we get to have, some back and forth between Cody and Orton. We didn't get that, but we got this as a finish. So Orton pinned Cody to win the match, which means that now Randy Orton is going to WrestleMania. But something fucking else happened afterwards because Nick Aldis wanted so much to be a goody two-shoes and just make things right and make a title match between Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes for tonight's SmackDown. And I'm so fucking tired of this bullshit, man. Because do you fucking know what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is that Jacob Fatu cost Drew McIntyre the championship. Cody wins the championship, and then we get to Cody versus fucking Randy Orton at WrestleMania because they've been building that for a fucking eon now. Century. What's more than century? What? No. A buttload more than a century building up that match. And they were low-key building Jacob Fatu hating Drew McIntyre's guts. Because somehow he thinks that Drew is... Okay, so because my memory sucks here. Did they make it clear who attacked Jacob Fatu? Thank you, Sophie. You're always here for me. So, yeah, did they say who really attacked Jacob Fatu?
You mean, you said Jacob or Jay?
Jacob. Who really attacked Jacob Fatu? Did they, was it made clear who did that? Because he thinks that it's Drew. Yeah, so he keeps thinking it's Drew McIntyre. I don't think it's Drew McIntyre at all. I think it's someone way out of this entire storyline, and that exact person costs Jacob Fatu the match at WrestleMania, because I suppose that this was where we're heading. So let me tell you why I hate this. I hate this because fuck Cody, and why is he involved in yet another WrestleMania main event? He's been butting his stupid face in WrestleMania main events from the very year he stepped foot back into WWE, apart from the first year when he faced Seth. That wasn't the main event, but every other. Fucking go away. Or if you're going to be in the main event, just change something about his personality, because I cannot fucking stand this. I was talking to Bryn today in our group chat between, the three of us.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this. And she said that she cannot believe that they haven't put the United States Championship on him because it's right there and he's Homelander. And we've been saying this ever since he was a part of AEW. So I said, wait for them to put the United States Championship on him, and then he wins, or vice versa. He can win the WWE Championship and then wins the United States Championship, and then he becomes a double champion, and I'm going to fucking lose it, and I'm going to be making push-ups until he loses both of those championships. Not that I can or anything, but like, can we just stop? Can we have something different now? Because Cody has been the fucking same ever since he came back to WWE. So either give me something else or not give me this whatsoever. I'm so fucking pissed off because we're gonna get Cody. What fucking shit, man? Ah. So, what did you think about the women's elimination chamber and everything that transpired and Drew and Cody? And my voice is gone.
Okay. So the biggest thing that I'll say is what I don't like about this is I don't like the fact that Drew McIntyre is going to lose out on a main event match.
Exactly.
That's one thing I don't like.
But the only WrestleMania main event that he got was in the fucking pandemic with 0 people there. He beat Brock Lesnar, the fucking scumbag of the human race. He beat Brock Lesnar. This was supposed to be in front of the entire world to see.
What
Was it was in the Performance Center, right? They
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
even have the Thunderdome.
Or yeah, correct.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking might happen is the way that it appeared to me is how much like you're seeing the heat between Aldis and McIntyre. And there's been
Yes.
talk for a long time that Aldis wants to wrestle one more match, at least. I think this might lead to a Mania match, and I could see that happening because the thing is I know like a lot of people are like Drew like this he lost title. You know, the thing is this might be planned. You know, like this might have been planned for a little bit. Like, hey, this is what we want to do, and I think it's easier for a wrestler to know that, hey, this is what we're thinking. We're going to put the title on you for a little bit, but then we're going to lose it before Mania, and then we're going to put you in a title, or we're going to put you in a match with Aldis. I think it sucks for Drew in a way, but I also think if it's something that he's known was going to happen, like if this has been planned, I think it makes it a little bit easier for him because he still gets a match. He's getting a match with a match that it's not going to be like main marquee match by any means, but I mean it'll be a match that a lot of people will have interest in. I think just based on the way that people have been.
Yeah, just finish your thought.
Yeah, just based on the reactions that Nick Aldis gets, and a lot of people aren't familiar with his work from previous. I mean, I think that's the thing that comes out of it for me that makes it somewhat okay. Is I have a feeling that this was planned for a little while. That's the only reason I'm okay with this, but I still I don't know. You know, Aldis hasn't wrestled since 2023, October 2023. So we did, and I could be wrong. It might not even turn into that, but that's just what I think's going on here.
So what you said was absolutely correct, and I feel like this is going to be a marquee match because I don't think that the stereotypical WWE fan knows about Nick Aldis wrestling. I mean, they know, but they haven't experienced, the match of, a Nick Aldis in the ring.
Yeah.
And the contrast will be huge because the moment he got to WWE, he was the suit guy. And the moment he takes off that suit and puts on the tights, the women are going to go fucking insane. I know.
Yeah.
I know. And because I low-key, well, I don't know if that's true even because I like Nick Aldis more than Adam Pearce, but Adam Pearce is hilarious because he looks like the parent who's so tired of your bullshit because like I just need a drink and I'm like, I'm a bartender, dude, just let me pour you a drink, talk it through, and everything's gonna be fine. Not your job, but like everything's gonna be fine.
I watched Adam Pearce wrestle in person. I don't know how many times, and he was a fantastic wrestler, and he's actually really funny too. Like when he'd walk to the ring, he would just say shit like all the time. Like there was one time I wasn't saying a word. Like I didn't say anything. I was just standing there, and he just told me to shut up. like, like I'm just standing there. He's like, "Shut up," things like that. It's just like, okay, So,
Fine.
yeah, it's like you win, But no, he was a hell of a wrestler. Have you ever seen him with like when he had hair?
Nick Aldis?
No, Pierce.
Oh, Pierce. Yeah.
Okay.
Such a shame. I'm not shaming anyone that doesn't have hair. I just say it's just a shame.
Yeah, you're like Nick Aldis. I'm like, yeah, I hope so because he still has hair.
He still has his hair. I mean, it's just yeah. We got one more thing that happened during the Elimination Chamber. We got the reveal of the box, Robert.
Yeah. What's in the
so
box?
Danhausen was in the box. That debut was so weird.
Yeah. They did not do him any favors.
No, none. So they open up the box, and it's a magic box because it has no end. There was a coffin inside the box, which made me kind of right, because I said that inside the box was going to be a smaller box. So, yay me, I guess right. So Danhausen came out after, a buttload of women dressed like Dracula for some reason, one of them being his wife, by the way. And they all came out to his theme. And then he came out and cursed, everything.
Yeah, he
and
gave
then the
teeth
lights
to
went
Michael
out.
Cole. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. He left a jar of teeth on the commentary table. He got in the ring. He did the pose. And the lights went out and he was gone. And everyone booed. Because what the hell was this?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like if you had no idea, like, and I watched Elimination Chamber with some friends last week, and two of them don't watch AEW. They just don't. They're familiar with it, but they just never really watched it, and they were just like, "What the hell was that?" And I go, "Well, the guy's hilarious, and WWE did not do him any favors with what the hell they just did." But I go, and then what I said is, I go, by Monday, I go, I guarantee you on Monday, whatever he does, it'll be
way better,
somewhat fixed. It'll be way better. I'm like, I
Yes.
guarantee you, it'll be way better. I go, it will be so much better that they'll regret that they even did this at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, a bit.
So
I mean, it was kind of unnecessary in my eyes. It's
well, like his
I,
merchandise sales are already doing well. Imagine
of
that.
course. I mean, look at him. It's like, how can you not? And when I think about it, I feel like WWE got him solely because of the merch sales that they were gonna have. Penta 2.
Yeah. We'll talk about him shortly too.
Of course, yes. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Penta because what happened on this week's Raw was
Sorry,
yeah.
going back to Danhausen, like quickly, like we might as well talk about his promo that he had on Monday, because that was like what he said to Pierce, Stone Cold Pierce. Like I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Like what he did there. They already hinted, like, I mean, the first sentence before he got off the phone with Pierce, when Pierce got off the phone with Aldis, he basically made it sound like Danhausen will be on SmackDown tonight. So we got that. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get something.
With who though?
What's that? Well, I think
Is
we'll get out.
is he gonna curse Drew McIntyre?
I don't know. He's 1-0 though with the curse. But I
Yeah.
mean, I know he'll probably have a segment with Aldis, which is good. But I just thought the segment was great. I loved how I lo- I loved how they introduced him, and I loved how he didn't know. See, even I forgot his damn name. JD's didn't know JD's name. I loved
Yeah, yeah.
that. That was great.
What did he call him?
I don't even remember. Like,
I don't.
but
Yeah, I don't remember
but he knew
too.
Finn and Dom, and he
Yeah.
he liked the title. He's like, "Ooh, can I have?" I mean,
Can
I
I?
just and I love Dom saying it's not a pleasure to meet him, and like I just thought the whole thing was just
Well,
great.
well, Dom is just hilarious.
Yeah.
He really is hilarious. He's been doing so good. I never thought that I would become a huge fan of Dominic Mysterio. Here I am. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that's the thing. Like, God, I wish I could remember what wrestlers. I just heard a wrestler say that. Oh, it was Randy Orton. He was
Mm.
on. I think he was on. I think this was when he was with Pat McAfee on Pat McAfee's show, where
I
they were when
also
they
miss
were
Pat McAfee.
when they were in the performance center. He goes, I saw this kid. I'm like, man, what are they doing to this poor kid? Like, I'm like this. Blah. And then he's like, just kind of rolled his eyes about him, and he's like, then to see where he's at, like, it's just amazing. So,
Phenomenal. He's been
but that's
doing
how we
so
all
good.
reacted. We all reacted that same way. Like, I love to see how far that man he's just come along since then. And yes, this is one thing that needs to happen. They need to have a blimp for Danhausen at Mania, and it needs to be Nick Khan. It has to be Nick Khan that gives him the blimp. You have to do it that way. For the love of
You absolutely have to have a con
yes,
give Danhausen a blimp because the previous con didn't give him a blimp.
yeah.
He also
Finally, a good
required
con that does.
yes.
And you have to do your Nick. You have to do your
Yes.
Danhausen.
So what he wanted to go is get full access of the Dwayne Johnson's fitness routine and everything. So it's because he has all the monies, right?
Yes.
And I hope that he gets custody of Dwayne. What did he call him? Rock the Dwayne Johnson. Did he call him that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, I hope he gets purchases his gym because I feel like The Rock is buffed enough. Just let
Yeah.
other people get it too. Just give Danhausen that thing. And
Hall of Fame. Yeah, and he wants
he
Hall of
has
Fame induction.
the Hall of Fame inductee, and because he has a big sacks of monies and everything, just give him look how the first thing I saw the first time I was at All In at Wembley, the moment I set foot in the London at Stansted Airport in London, the first thing I saw was so many people with Danhausen t-shirts. You have no idea. They were fucking everywhere. So the monies that they're gonna make out of Danhausen merch is gonna be bonkers.
Well, I mean, it's crazy. Like merch is just absolutely crazy. Like that's why when WWE releases people, like sometimes I'm like, think about the merch first. It's like Bray Wyatt. Like when they released him during the pandemic, I'm like, they could have kept him around just for merch, like sales. The same with Sting. When Sting went to AEW, his merch sales pretty much paid for him almost right away.
Yes.
Like paid that content. That's just it's outstanding. Like just that's what some people don't realize how much like these merchandise can make these companies.
Exactly.
And this is a good point too. Where the hell's Royce Keys?
Yes. So I'm fucking tired of seeing a segment of Royce Keys on Stephanie McMahon's show. Yeah, we all got it. He was on Stephanie's show. He had a heartbreaking story, and the episode is really good. But just can he be on my television? I mean, he debuted at the Rumble, which was like a month ago, and we haven't heard of him. We haven't seen him whatsoever. Tune in to this week's The Hump with AJ Francis. That was probably one of my favorite episodes of The Hump when our boss isn't there. So AJ Francis's chat with Sean made me laugh on so many different occasions, including the one when Jeremy joined. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah, but AJ talked about Royce Keys a lot. I mean, when he's not on our television, we don't get to bitch and moan about him being called Royce Keys. You get that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so being on the Danhausen train, he cursed Dominic Mysterio on this week's Raw. And afterwards, because he got cursed and no other reason, he lost his Intercontinental Championship to Penta. So Penta is finally crowned as champion in WWE. I had no idea that we were getting that. I was way more sure that we're going to get a reunion between Penta and Phoenix and for them as a tag team, because God knows that tag team division needs all the fucking help it can get. But we're not doing that as per the near future, apparently, because he's IC champ. Yeah, but it was, fine. We're about to get Rusev versus Obafemi.
Oh, wrong photo I was going to put up there. Yeah. Well. Anyways, I just wanted to add that the Penta winning the Intercontinental title, the only thing that would have been better is, you remember when he made his debut last year on Raw,
Sure.
and his daughter was just there and just crying and so emotional. I would have loved to have been able to see her reaction to him winning that Intercontinental title. That would have been something. That was the first thing I thought about after he won the title. And I was very happy for him, so that was cool. And he
it is.
And he kept his mask on the whole time, so that's good.
He did. It was
And
that
some
was
of
a
you
really,
will
really
understand that reference.
Yeah, just stop giving Sean crap. Just can you leave Sean alone? Leave her boss alone. Can you just please do that? Yes. So let's just talk about the Roman and Punk promo and then just get into NXT predictions, because I just want to get it over with when it comes to NXT. So let's talk about Roman and Punk, because
Hey, Maggie. Maggie, I'll be right back.
Okay,
I'll be right
sure.
back.
Sure. Yeah, so what I always love is to be left abandoned all the time. Story of my life. So this week we got another promo between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. The reason why I don't mind so much that at the beginning of the year Braun Breaker didn't beat CM Punk for the championship, so we can get Roman versus Braun Breaker right away, because I don't feel like we need to wait for that. So the reason I don't mind are these promos. These promos right here, because they were so good. And they brought up Roman Reigns' tweet. He, if you guys don't know, Roman Reigns tweeted after CM Punk versus Finn Balor. He tweeted something like, I don't know who's more tired, the fans or the champion. And, he posted a picture of CM Punk and Finn Balor shaking hands after the match. CM Punk told him that he had bags under his eyes because he was carrying the show and carrying Roman to WrestleMania and his bullshit. So Roman mentioned that Punk brought the other two up. The other two referring to Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins as a part of the Shield, because I think we all knew that the Shield was going to be brought up a lot in this feud leading to WrestleMania, because Punk was pretty vocal on Colt Cabana's podcast like fucking years ago that he was the one who brought up the Shield, and the Shield was his idea. I don't know if we're ever gonna get a yes or no about this. I wasn't there. God knows I wish I was a fly on the wall while that creative was being put together. Roman, like I said, Roman did say that he brought up the other two, but not him. And then Punk said that Roman picked him. It wasn't, the other way around. Then we got to the part of the promo where CM Punk said, "Ooh, I'm in your head," and I'm like, okay, can we just stop it with this line and wrestling promos? "Ooh, I'm in your head." Okay, sure. Why is that a bad thing? Because of course I'm in your head, because we're about to have a match together and I'm thinking about the match, and I just hate that a bit. Rob, you good?
Yeah. Dog had a Taco had a seizure, so
Is he okay?
yeah, she's alert
she's
now.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's good. I just had to make sure I got her out of it. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I was here for it.
You can hug her if you want.
Yeah, I held her for a few. She wanted out. She had enough of that, and she wandered down. So she's
Just ran
close to my
away.
feet now. And no, she's
Okay.
over beside me. She just, but no, we're good. So
Okay, I'm glad
kind of
that
freaked
she's
me out
good.
for a minute. Yep.
Yeah,
So no, we're good.
I hope everything's okay. Yes. So Roman mentioned that Punk wouldn't even be on his radar if it weren't for the championship around his waist. He said that he'll be done like Cena or get sent to NXT, which was a pretty good line because I fucking hate NXT and I feel like this was a jab at NXT, right? Because we're gonna send you down to NXT as so you're the main people on the on the main roster are saying that NXT is a bad thing. So how can we say it's a good thing? So this is my initial question. And then Punk dropped the line of him burying Roman Reigns right next to his father. And then of course, he ran away. He exited the ring and he left. And I was like, so this is a good thing, because even if you're is Punk the babyface in this feud? I don't think he is, because when you drop a line like this, no, because when you drop a line like this and just run away, I kind of feel like Roman's the babyface. I will cheer for Roman Reigns until the end of my days if this is the last feud that he's ever going to have. This was not a good thing for Punk to say, and I get that Punk is so loved everywhere because of everything because he's so unfiltered.
Yeah.
That's why people love the guy. But please share me your thoughts about this promo.
So the one thing is I haven't looked at. I know Roman's schedule's out, and I don't know. Is Bryn here yet in this chat?
I don't know. I miss her.
I'm gonna just throw it out there. But
oh my gosh, she's not here at all.
This is a Bryn alert. Bryn alert.
Okay, well maybe she'll show up, but I haven't looked at Roman's schedule for the next until Mania. But all I know is I want more promos because the fireworks came out, and I loved the promo. The promo was fantastic, like normal. Oh, there she is. She's here. So the promo was great. The one thing that I loved, and not everybody caught it. There was that part where he talked about the two, like when when Punk said, "I brought you up," and he goes, "No, you wanted," like, he brought up the two. No, you wanted two of the three. And the third one, if a lot of people don't know who that was Chris Hero. That's who Punk wanted.
Yes.
He didn't want Roman, he wanted Chris Hero, just so people know. And I think it would have been pretty cool if they would have mentioned Chris Hero, but they didn't, obviously. And I get
For obvious reasons. Punk said
it,
that Roman picked him.
Yeah. And I like that a lot because I just love fourth wall stuff. I just love that kind of stuff. And I did like that
when they reference stuff like this without saying, the exact thing that they want. But because this is, even if they don't want this to be a reference at other companies, it is. And this is small baby steps to them actually acknowledging that other places exist. It's like small, the little amounts of times that you Americans reference the rest of the world because you think that the world revolves around you guys. I love you all, but there's this entire other world out there,
Yeah. No, like, that's the thing. I just absolutely loved it. And
it was pretty good.
I wanted to know, like, I was kind of curious to know if I'm sure there's an interview. I wanted her to see if she knew, like, Chris Hero's, or not Chris Hero, if she knew Roman's schedule through Raw or through Mania, like if she knew which Manias he was going to be on. Sorry, which Raws he was going to be on until Mania. It's easy for me to talk first time. Oh, son of a bitch. Soupy. He just made Jeremy Lambert happy. Bastard. Oh well. Yeah, that's all. I just need to. I just want more of these because it's what we call good TV, pal.
Yes. Okay, Rob, it's time.
Okay.
Let's talk Vengeance Day.
Okay. You know what's funny is I didn't even bother getting the promo pics for it, like the images. So I was just like,
Rob, no one cares.
Yeah, I know.
No one fucking cares. God damn it, NXT, man. I love NXT. Guys, sorry for being so repetitive. I miss NXT Black and Gold so much. This was the best wrestling product on television ever. Amazing characters, brilliant storylines, and killer matches. Where is that? What happened? And if they would like to point
it went down to Jacksonville. That's where it went.
Yeah, but no. The people like to point fingers at AEW. And I'm like, they didn't have to ruin their own product just so they can become a second main roster bullshit thing. They did that to themselves. I'm sure. So let's just talk about it so I can fucking
sound like you're gonna throw up here. We can go through this shit quick. NXT Championship, Joe Henry versus Ricky Saints.
Do you like Joe Henry?
Do I believe in him? Yes. Do I like him? I think he's probably a good guy. Would I go out and have drinks with him? No, because I don't drink. But would I have a water? Sure.
I fucking hope.
I think he's okay.
The Ricky Saints mops the floor with Joe Henry and wins that championship. I understand everyone's fascination with Joe Henry because he's a star. Dude's a star. I forgot that he was a champion. And not because I don't watch NXT. No. I watch NXT every week, sadly. But I just think that because I'm such a huge sucker for Ricky, and I just want to see the guy strapped on. That sounded way off, man. I'm on a roll today.
You should
I
you should
wanna see
you should put that in your Google search. See what comes up.
no, I don't think I will. Jesus fuck.
Maggie wants to see strapped on. So okay.
No, stop saying that. No,
like
I
you
want to
said it.
see him. No, strapped ed on strapped on.
You're not helping yourself.
I know. Damn it.
Pervert.
I want to see him. Stop it. I want to see him with a championship. Stop crying, okay? It's not that funny.
Okay.
It's not that funny. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes. So, all my love for Joe Hendry, I'm just not. I love that the audience loves him, but I feel like he's on its way to get milked by WWE with this entire thing. Can you talk now? Can you just talk?
When
I just-
I'm a child, Maggie.
I know.
I think we should know that by now. And
We're both children, Rob. I'm so sorry.
Ricky Saints should win the title. He should
Yes.
win the title. I think
He's not gonna.
I have a feeling he will.
I hope to God you're right.
I have a feeling he will. I think he'd be the right choice, obviously. Because this is gonna sound maybe weird. I think Joe Henry kind of made himself as a kind of wrestler who doesn't need a title.
Oh my God! Exactly. Like, why put the title on him? Like
he's
it's
got
like
himself to.
the Fiend
Sorry.
didn't need a title.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it, and that's kind of like that's how I look like Danhausen too. Like in a way, Danhausen doesn't need a title. You could like if they ever bring back like the 24/7, sure. Like, but God forbid they do that. But that's really it. Like, I don't believe Joe Henry really needs one, unless it's a character change. Like
Sure.
in a way, I think he probably will need that sometime. I think it'll be a little while before that happens, but because I think eventually that character will go stale with a lot of people. But Ricky Saints, I think, needs to win this title. Yeah, and Bryn's
I
right.
hope
The
he
title
does.
makes the person. The person does not make the title.
Yeah.
So
It can be the other way around, but in really, really specific situations.
yeah, especially if they get strapped on.
I make one mistake. I'm always so flawless on the show.
Yeah,
I'm always flawless here. I make one mistake.
Yeah, where's Layla? I miss her. Layla, how you doing? Anyways,
Do you remember back in the day when I wanted to say as a whole, but I said as a whore?
I do somewhat remember that. Yeah, as a whore.
that was a goldie.
Yeah.
I feel like that was my biggest fuck up as a whore. Let's just move on. Can we just move on?
Yeah. So, anyways, so you think Joe Henry's going to win? Henry?
No, I'm putting. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just say Ricky, just so
Okay.
you know.
So maybe we can have a happy ending for once.
Well, someone has to.
Women's North American title, Izzy Dame taking on Tatum Paxley. Maggie, I like both of these women a lot. I think they are both just awesome.
Yes.
And the unfortunate thing here is there can only be one winner, unless it's a double disqualification. I really like. I really don't know who I want to win this match, but I'm leaning towards Tatum. But
Yeah,
I'm fine if Izzy
right.
keeps the title, but I think Tatum's going to win, and I think that's going to be another title change for the show. Both are just fantastic. Izzy Dame has really I've always thought she was good, but she's gotten so much better like over time. So uh, I think that whatever they do, I'm not really going to be disappointed because I think both are capable of being good North American Women's Champions. So if they go with Tatum, cool. If they stick with Izzy, cool. I think the winner is the fan for once in this one because
Yeah.
I think both are equal. But I know the fans tend to. I know, like behind like fandom wise, like more fans are behind Tatum, so they could go that route, and I think that's fine. I think Tatum. Um, I think Tatum could be somebody they call up this year.
Oh
I
my
could
God,
definitely see that.
no.
I'm saying I
No.
could see it. I don't think they will, but I
I
could
don't want
see.
another Kiana James. I don't want that.
No, I don't. No,
Well,
well,
because they called her up way sooner than they had to. And like she's gone now. I mean,
yeah.
I'm glad because she did some stuff during the Rumble. She did some stuff in the Elimination
Yeah.
Chamber. Sure. But like,
What I
mm,
would do, and this is like going way outside the box here because we're doing predictions, but if they were to bring Tatum Paxley up, they would need, in my opinion, they would need to kind of put her with Alexa Bliss. It's only like just kind of like that's the only
I can
thing.
see that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I I'm hoping they keep her in NXT a little bit longer. Not I. That's just what I'm thinking. But anyways, I'm gonna go with Tatum. That's my
I
prediction.
think Tatum is winning here as well because um like when she won the championship, she didn't pin the champion. I mean, it was pretty much a fluke win. Uh,
This is it right here. Power Driver hit it right there in the head. Ta-dum. Well done.
yeah, this is something that only wrestling fans will get, by the way.
No, I think that was brilliant. By the way,
It was. Uh, People are way behind Tatum Paxley, and I get why because like she looks like someone that you want to root for. You know, like wrap her in the black and then give her tea. I kind of feel like I want to do that to her. But Izzy Dame, I so agree with everything that you said. I'll tell you what, I'm a bit pissed off that I'm not seeing her wrestle every week. Just have her squash people.
yeah,
I don't care for backstage previously recorded segments between her and Tatum Paxley in a bluish, yellowish, no, it wasn't yellow, it was purple, bluish purple lit room that is also really, really dark for whatever reason. Like, give me a kayfabe reason why people are standing in rooms like that. And when the calling are staying in a totally blackout room, like,
mm,
we know it's supposed to be, you know, like a movie, like TV series and everything. But we also know that these are real people. They're supposed to be real people. So if you're a real person, why would you hang out it's just I have so many questions, man. So the back and
yeah,
forth was good because they do have previous history together. But I am gonna put my money on Tatum Paxley because I kind of feel like they owe her a legitimate title win in this division.
yeah. We do have a super chat. I didn't want to forget about this. So our good friend Eric Freed sends us a super chat. Says, "Hi Rob, hi Maggie. Excellent beer, Rob and Maggie. Stunning as always. With WWE making a pay per view for Hell in a Cell, should another promotion make a Stairway to Heaven match? And who would be in it?
No.
Well, obviously Led Zeppelin. No, sorry, too soon. Uh, no. Well, I mean, I mean, it's fine if they do like a uh, Hell in a Cell style match if they want to, and who, if they were to do something like that, I think it's I kind of wanted them to wait before they went back to this feud, but I think I think they're going back to it sooner than later. Hangman and Swerve would be it for me.
Okay,
if they were to
so
go that route,
okay.
that's all I'm saying. If it's going to be like a Hell in a Cell match, of course AEW is going to make it worse. Or not. When I say worse, what they're going to do is make it like Texas Death Match. Like it's going to be, it's going to definitely be a Hell in a Cell match. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be not toned down. It's going to have, you're going to have your needles and shit like that in it. And
Well, okay. Isn't a Stairway to Heaven match? Isn't this a ladder match? It just
well,
sounds like
yeah,
it just
yeah,
sounds like a ladder match.
yeah,
It's
I know, but I know what he's saying.
yeah, of course. But I like all I'm saying. A Stairway to Heaven match is pretty much a ladder match. First of all, second of all, I would like for all the gimmick pay-per-views to die apart from the Rumble. I don't need a Money in the
I
Bank
don't know.
pay-per-view.
I like. Oh, I was gonna say I like money. Well,
I love
I get
Money
it.
in the Bank, but they can
I like
have that
having
at
money in the bank too.
WrestleMania.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, let's just not make it a pay-per-view. Hell in a Cell, have that on a pay-per-view. Just gimmick pay-per-views just die already. Because do you remember Blood and Guts was pay-per-view
Yeah.
once, right?
Was it?
Am I
I don't-
remembering things correctly?
I don't know.
Was Blood and Bryn, sweetie, Bryn?
This is a Bryn alert. Bryn alert.
Yeah, hi, thank you. Was Blood and Guts ever a pay-per-view? Or am I just fucked up and just don't remember things whatsoever at all? This is a legitimate question.
I don't know. Let's go. So who? Oh, you're on mute. Oh, there you.
I was not on mute.
You cut out for me, anyways. I don't know.
Okay, so Corey said that it was never a pay-per-view, but I think they may have wanted to make it one before COVID. Told us to go fuck ourselves. Yes, thank you, Corey, for that. But yeah,
Okay.
I do remember that it was.
She answered before I even hit the damn thing. That's how good she is.
Oh, okay. Jesus. Okay,
Yeah.
so, but it was supposed to be a pay-per-view. That's why I remember it being, that.
Okay.
Thank you, Brink, Corey, and everyone in the chat. We would be nowhere without you because Rob and I have shitty memory. Yes. So we both say Tatum, right?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Jordan. We appreciate that. We do.
Thank you so much. This is yeah, I'm not gonna say that on the air. just
you can't.
No, I'm not saying that. Nope. Okay. Just let's move on. I have a filter, okay?
And now you decide to let it work?
I kind of have to at some point because
we've been doing the show we've been doing the show almost 5 years now.
No, it's not 5, it's 4.
I said almost.
We just celebrated 4 years, okay?
Yeah, okay, we're working toward our 5th year.
Yes, we were.
Before you know it, we'll be getting our driver's license. We'll be going on 16 years. And
yeah, listen, I don't have a driver's license, so neither our show will have one. Yes, so moving on to
right.
NXT. What did she say?
Maggie has a filter? News to me.
Yeah, sweetie, I had to start at some point. Yes, so what follows is the NXT Underground match between Lola Vice and Kalani Jordan. Yeah, so earlier in the show, I mentioned that Kalani Jordan on this week's episode of NXT was training with Shayna Baszler. And after that, we got a segment with Lola Vice and a doctor, and the doctor was pleading her not to have a match because everything will get worse with her, wrist injury. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Kalani Jordan is winning this match. Because they're pretty much you you're training with Shayna Baszler, and then the other person who's way better at Underground has a fucked up wrist, and a doctor is telling her not to, participate in the match. If she ends up winning the match, then I would assume, okay, that she was next in line to be a NXT Women's Champion, because you're beating someone who's training with fucking Shayna Baszler, and you have a broken or fucked up wrist, and the doctors are telling you not to compete, and you win anyway. So that must be the biggest babyface thing ever. Who do you got?
Well, I am contractually obligated not to pick against Lola Vice anytime because I have a mad crush for her. And Damian Priest can never find out about that because I don't want to die. But Bryn says Lola Vice is 3-0 in NXT Underground matches, and she will become 4-0 in Underground matches because that's how I roll. So Lola wins, and if she does lose, it's because of the freaking wrist, man. And I know what it's like to have a bad wrist. I had to stop writing because of a bad wrist. So I know exactly what she's going through.
In a totally different direction.
Yeah.
The wrist.
No, you would think my wrist would be strong if we went that direction, but no.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
I know your Lola Vice thing.
Yeah.
And I was gonna be pretty excited. I would have been bummed out if you picked against her.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, I won't do it. I won't do it. Can't make me not gonna.
Thank you so much. So what comes after is the street fight between Blake Monroe and Jada Parker. So,
you want to know who the winner is in this? The winner is you.
I know Blake Monroe's probably winning this match, but I just really want it to be Jada Parker because I'm so sick of Jada Parker always being there to elevate other women, and she never gets elevated, and she's everyone's favorite. They chant her name so well every time she comes out to her theme, and she's improving so much every time. She finally got rid of her awful finisher, the butt to the face. How can you bump?
Okay, you say it's awful, but whatever.
It's awful because it's good. I mean, how can you bump someone in the face with your butt and this knocks them out? No, this is good. I mean, if you're that person. But like
it's a good way to go out.
It's like it's a stupid finisher. It's the only way that could finish. No, that's just I'm not gonna.
I was just gonna say like the thing about like Miss Parker is I always go back to, and I assume he's thinking the same thing I am, Miss Parker. I always go back to the movie Friday, Bernie Mac.
Sure.
Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Okay. Well, Bernie Mac, he's talking to Chris Tucker and Ice Cube, and he says Miss Parker, and he goes Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker. And, let's just say Miss Parker's she's a good looking woman, and yeah, I'm not doing any like justice here for that scene, but I understand what Bernie Mac was going through,
yes,
and why he was saying Miss Parker.
Exactly.
But yeah. And I always think of Miss Parker when Jada Parker was on TV.
Yes. I adore Jada.
Think of that. By the way, we need to figure out what movie we are going to watch. Otherwise, I'm just going to decide it. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just going to decide. And we'll have to do it like
decide.
Yeah, and we're just going to have, and we need to figure out what day we're going to do it. Because you work weird ass hours for us here in the States.
No, I work normal hours. It's just I live far away.
Far away. Anyways,
we'll figure things out. Let's just move on.
I think Blake wins. I think Blake wins. So, do you think?
Yeah. So we both have Blake.
Let's see here. Where was I going with this?
Something about Lola or Jada?
No, that was it.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
yeah, that was it.
Okay, so next up is Tony D'Angelo versus Dion Lennox.
Tony D'Angelo. I think
he has to. He has to. This is his first feud back ever since he got, I don't know, abducted.
Yep.
He has to be the one. Because I haven't had the chance to fully sink my teeth into his the way his new character develops in the ring. So I can't wait for this match specifically, but I've always loved Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah. He's good. He's good. And I kind of like that they went away from the gimmick somewhat. Yeah. I'm glad they went away from that because I want to see how he does by himself for a little while.
Sure, but like he did the gimmick so well.
Oh, he did. He was great with it. I think they just need to see how he does with it.
Yeah, of course. The thing is that they had to get rid of the gimmick because that gimmick would never have worked on the main roster. It was something strictly NXT, and then like that is it.
So, and then the other thing that we see for tomorrow night is they are going to Robert Stone will have make a decision on the NXT Women's title after Solruka interrupted the title match between JC Jane and Zarya. So he will make some kind of announcement on that or decision. So that's that. So that's basically Vengeance Day. But before we go into our Cooper Effect, I'll just go over some WWE news and notes. There was a creative shakeup in WWE on March 5th with Road Dogg. He is no longer with the company. Body Slam reported that. They promoted a new writer, Alexandra Williams, announced that she is promoted to the lead writer of Raw, in addition to getting the vice president role with the company. The next episode of Saturday Night's Main Event is being considered for May 23rd in Nashville, Tennessee, which is the day before AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view in New York City. Demolition were announced as part of this year's Hall of Fame class. Bryn puts in parentheses, it's about time, which is true. That is true. WWE did confirm that WrestleMania will start at 6 p.m. Eastern both nights, so 3 p.m. Pacific. SmackDown tonight, March 6th.
Oh my God.
We talked about that. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Carmelo Hayes will have an open title, U.S. title open challenge. Nia Jax / Legend will celebrate their women's tag team title win from last week. Rhea Ripley will appear. And I think they added some stuff, so I'm going to check here real quick. The MFT's next challenger will be determined in a number one contenders tag team turmoil match.
Okay.
Man, maybe we'll see the return of the Street Profits, huh? How about that? I'm not saying that that's announced. I'm just saying hopefully.
Oh yeah, no one's announced that.
So that's about it for WWE news and notes that I see. I'm just gonna roll through here real quick, see if there's anything else. No, so let's go ahead and go on to our Cooper Effect. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's Cooper Effect it up.
Guys, let's talk a bit about elephants. I know.
The elephants in the room.
Yeah, I know how this sounds. So, so an animal conservation welfare organization has had to think big to solve a big challenge: how to transport elephants in need of veterinary care across long distances. So the response in the brand new elephant ambulance, a specially designed truck built to move elephants in a way that protects both them and everybody else on the road. The organization got to send on their new paramedics over the last weekend of February, um, when they identified a 27-year-old elephant in rural in India with an injured leg. Um, so the interior is carefully designed to maximize stability and minimize stress. Although elephants must stand a while in transit, straps and harnesses enable them to shift weight of the injured feet or legs. Um, so the rescue is a powerful reminder of why this work matters. Because of our supporters, uh, he now has access to the specialized treatment and long-term care he utterly needed. He is Veer the elephant. Yes, the Indian elephant is named Veer, and I chose this Cooper effect because of the name Veer. If you know, you know. If you remember the guy, you remember the guy. So every donation helps make rescues like Veer's possible and gives elephants like him a chance to recover in safety and dignity. Um, so the organization currently cares for more than 30 rescued elephants, and its conservation at its conservation center, um, where they receive round-the-clock medical attention, nutritious diets, enrichments, and the opportunity to heal at a protected environment. So people build big-ass trucks so that they can transform elephants from one point to the other, so they can get medical help. So I know that our Cooper facts are most of the time um about animals being adorable, because Rob and I adore animals, but this one is about people who adore animals just as much as us, and might I say even more, because they build stuff that help other animals heal. So kudos to the people in India who make that shit happen, and everyone should love animals as much as they do.
Yes, ma'am. I agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Very, very good story.
Veer
Veer.
Veer is
All right, so
coming.
let's talk. Well, glad somebody is.
If someone
AEW
has-
Dynamite. Maggie, what do you think of AEW Dynamite?
Well, Dynamite has been having banger shows week after week, correct? They're
Banger after
building
banger.
Yes, they're building towards the Revolution pay-per-view, which I've said this every week, probably my favorite pay-per-view from AEW every year. Rob Finlay debuted in AEW.
I think you mean his son David Finlay.
Oh, what did I say?
Yeah.
Well, listen, because I'm thinking about his brother over at NXT
No, I know.
and his
Well,
birthright.
you can also think about Hornswoggle's older brother or younger brother, rather.
Okay, his younger brother.
Hornswoggle's younger brother.
I'm also thinking about DJ Styles, because I don't know how he's doing.
I sent a text message to him, but he didn't get back to me, so he's probably busy.
Well,
I'm willing to bet we'll hear something from him next week, though, if I were to guess.
Okay. Because I'm sure that people would like to know about DJ Styles.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get.
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to get it where we can have him on at least weekly or bi-weekly, so that way we. Yeah. Got a super chat from our good friend Chris Doc Mueller. Veer came and went. The elephant is still coming. I don't know who Chris's last interview was with on Bleacher Report, but check out his work on Bleacher Report, AEW. His last interview was that I recall was with Tommaso Ciampa. Is that right? Or did he have one?
And I adore that interview.
Yeah.
I got to the point where I rarely watch interviews anymore, but Chris's interviews are somehow he makes them so personal.
Oh yeah,
yeah, with Ciampa, yes. Somehow he makes them so great and personal, and we always figure stuff out. I remember the Willow interview that he had. And I found out so many things about her, and I'm like, I want to have coffee with the woman now because we have so much in common.
It's like It's like Chris Van Vliet Mueller.
Yeah, no, I love Chris more. I mean,
well, yeah, no, I was making a joke. I'm just saying that they're both really good. Like, and you said that.
Chris Van Vliet is on another level.
They're like,
yeah.
Personal, like that's what I like. I like those kind of interviews where they get like personal, like you get to see the outside of.
Rob and I will always be biased when it comes to Doc. So
yeah, and Chris is the original Chris in wrestling media. So there you go.
Yes, there you go. Yeah. So David Finlay, damn it, let's just talk about Dynamite.
David Finlay, yes.
Yeah. So David Finlay came out. I didn't mind the way he debuted. I tell you what I do mind. I do mind Orange Cassidy pinning Clark Connors. That's what I mind.
Yeah.
I mind Gabe fucking Kidd that can kill you with his eyes. I mind him losing. That's what I mind. Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin. I got my tick back just watching the two of them. Like, I know everyone fucking adores the two. And I get it, but they're also like they're united, Connors, Gabe Kidd, and Finlay, they're united now. And because they cannot possibly call themselves the War Dogs, they're called the Dogs. The Dogs.
The Dogs.
The Dogs. And it's just a bit cringy. Isn't it a bit cringy for you?
Yeah, I don't really care for the name.
Yeah. Do you remember the Viking experience?
Okay, now you're just trying to make things up because that was a fantastic name. It was probably one of the best names ever. Okay, sorry. That's sarcasm. That's not really working.
We had a good run.
Yeah.
I mean, most podcasts don't last that long. Like
no,
you and I.
They do not. And I was trying to be sarcastic, but it didn't work.
I know. That's fine. Yeah, I'm like Finlay has been on AEW television before. This is not his debut, but it is his debut when it comes to a contract because he is signed to AEW. Correct. This is a question.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
sorry. He is because I've been so out of the loop this past week when it comes to
he's just with AEW.
Yes, with AEW. The other debut that we had was the Inspiration versus the Brawling Birds. I don't know. Were people upset with the Inspiration debut? Because I feel like this is exactly what they should have done. This went flawlessly.
Really know.
This went flawlessly for me because they got fucking squashed. And first of all, they wanted to dance to their own music, which Harley Cameron sings, Our Best Friend. You know Harley? Yes. And this is the most perfect way in which you can, debut an act like such as the Inspiration. Because this is their whole shtick. And it's not going to be long when they get over sarcastically with everyone and they just start cheering for them and they strap them with the titles. They put the titles on them. What is with the strap-ons today?
I don't know. You're just
I don't get it.
That's okay. Usually it's me. So
Yeah, that's a nice change of pace. Uh,
yeah.
did you like the way they debuted it?
I thought it was perfectly fine. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if you've noticed this, Maggie, but people will always find a way to bitch online.
Oh yeah. Oh
I mean,
no.
don't get me wrong. Like the inspiration, I think they're great. I think Peyton and Billy are fantastic. More than anything, I just want another Hey Kayla moment.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that I think we need as a society. I think it'll bring people together during this trying time. It was good. It went the way that it should have, I thought. Um, like a couple weeks ago when they debuted in Australia, I thought it was kind of weird that they did it at a house show, but
Exactly. Exactly.
overall, I now that
Well,
this is how they're being booked, I think it makes sense. Like, you know, they're there for a reason. The thing people need to realize is not everybody, and people need to realize this about WWE too. Not everybody's gonna be part of title pictures every time. Just
oh yeah.
they're just not, you know. And I mean that's the way that I look at them. They don't need to be in the title picture. You got a lot of talent in AEW that you're trying to promote. The good thing about um, the inspiration is they're familiar faces for a lot of fans, and when you get new fans tuning in, maybe they'll see some familiar faces, hopefully, and
Mhm.
like, oh, okay, well, that's a good win for this tag team, you know. So
Well, see,
I thought it
obviously
was
they
fine.
want it. Yeah, obviously they want inspiration to be a heel act, and I feel like if they debuted in Australia, they were going to be cheered, and maybe that's why. But I still don't get it. Just still don't get it.
Well,
The other
and
thing,
I mean, I see what Scott's saying. He goes, he didn't like it because he goes, they got buried on their TV debut, and he goes, unless that they are putting the tag titles on the Birds immediately, it was bad. I think they are putting the tag team titles on the Brawling Birds.
initially
Yeah,
yes, they are, but my point was because the inspiration are. I know that they immediately got the Knockouts Tag Team Championships when they debuted on TNA, and I
hmm
get it, but this is a bit of a different thing because what
yeah,
they're doing AEW is the idea is a bit different. They don't necessarily like every new person doesn't need to be the best. Their best uh thing that they have when it comes to a wrestling promotion, TV show or whatever, is their backstage segments or their in-ring segments where they're just fucking goofballs. I adore it when women show that they can be funny too, like wrestlers. That's why I adore Chelsea Green so much and Harley Cameron, and now the inspiration. Like, give me a character that's more than you fighting in the ring. Don't get me wrong, give me more women's matches, but women's segments don't need to be 100% only women's matches. You can have two women's matches on your show and then have a bunch of backstage segments with the inspiration and with, I mean, give me the inspiration with Renee Paquette. I feel like this could be money.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
No, I agree.
The other thing I want to bring up is everything that happened with Hangman and the family and other crap like this. So the Hangman squashed the jobber.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, he pretty much squashed the jobber. Um, then he got on the microphone and said that he will have no conscience at Texas death. And he will teach MJF a lesson since his parents didn't. Um, so what followed was MJF apparently hiring the family to help him with his Hangman problem because the family got out and attacked Hangman. Jet Speed came out to protect their, trios partner. And what this led to was Don Callis coming out and saying that there was going to be a trios title match at the main event of Dynamite tonight. And it was Mark Davis and Protostar versus Jet Set Rodeo. And I'm like, so you're telling me it's Okada and Aussie Open?
Mhm.
Because it's Okada and Aussie Open. Why are we saying it like it wasn't a thing like a couple of months ago? Well, not couple.
Yeah, I
but
know. That
you get what I'm saying.
yeah.
So long story short, the referee was distracted by Okada, and because all referees apparently are delusional, this helped MJF hit Hangman get involved, in the match. And Davis pinned Kevin Knight. And this was after Kevin Knight and MJF had an amazing opening match during Dynamite. Are you the only one? I'm sorry. Am I the only one who thinks that we're gonna get a heel turn from Kevin Knight?
Ooh, I never thought of it.
I think
Of
that
that happening,
he
but
joins Swerve.
I do like that. Do you think we get what the hell was Swerve's the Mogul Embassy, right? Was that the
Yeah,
name of it?
exactly. This, yeah, the embassy.
Oh, I think it'd be kind of cool if they did make a comeback. Oh, man, I know one thing. If that was to happen, I hope Keith Lee is good to come back. That's one thing I do hope.
You said that last week.
I know, but that's
Yeah.
because I'm a Keith Lee guy. But I want that to happen. I'm manifesting it. But yeah, I can see that. That actually makes a good point. I just didn't think of him turning heel. That'd be pretty good. I like
Yeah,
that idea, Maggie.
because of everything that happened, the previous week, he was like, I know that you're gonna beat MGF, Hangman, and I know that, how about I challenge you for the championship after you win it? And I'm like, you're three of champions together. What the fuck?
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I do like it. So
Exactly.
but yeah, other than that, I mean, I thought Dynamite was a pretty solid show.
It was a pretty good show. Is Revolution next week?
No, yeah, it is actually a week from.
It is on the 15th. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So
So yeah, we
we'll
are
be
going to
doing
be talking
predictions.
about Revolution predictions next week, and oh boy, I cannot wait.
Yeah, so we got that going on. That'll be good. Will you do any predictions on True Hill Heat for that?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But obviously, because it's an AEW pay-per-view, they're gonna have like 25 million matches, and it's probably gonna be me, Sid, and J News. So because there's three of us, we're gonna go like forever, and I'm probably gonna leave early just so I can be on time for our show, because our show is gonna always be a priority for me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have the predictions next
All right.
Friday.
Cool.
Mhm.
Well, guys, that's gonna pretty much wrap up our show. I don't
Yeah,
think there's any.
Jesus, we went for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Was this because of the X-Men talk?
No, I think it was pretty much Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, the crap.
Well,
That was
combination of both, but
combination of both.
yeah, I mean, that's about it. That I saw. I don't have any jokes today.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, nothing that I think's worth it, anyways. But Maggie, you want to plug your shit?
I will plug my shit, guys, if you want. You can follow me on Twitter, X, Twix, whatever, at Maggie_IK, and on Instagram at Maggie.IK. Please subscribe to Fightful Overbooked on Patreon. It is our bread and butter. Again, it's way cheaper than a Starbucks coffee, so you can just go ahead and do that. Also, please catch me on the True Heel Heat channel for all pay-per-views and premium live events predictions with the gang, apart from NXT shows. Just please, let's get real. No one wants to see that. Was that a sneeze?
Yeah. So
I feel like that was a sneeze.
Yeah, she's doing better. You can't see her now,
Yeah.
but they're laying on the couch and Taco's
Yeah, the
moved.
carpet.
So
The carpet is on the couch.
Taco's moved, so she's walking around now. So she's much better.
We get Brent for the entire show next week, and I cannot wait.
Yep. And then she's spreading eagle. So
oh my god, she's such a huge sweetheart.
So we are good.
Best. Yes. Do you mind plugging your shit?
Yeah, I'll plug my shit. You know I need to plug my shit. Guys, follow me at Rob Wilkins on X. I'm also on Instagram at Fightful Rob. I'm on Threads, but not often, at Fightful Rob. Want to say thank you again to everyone for tuning in for this episode of Coexisting with Rob and Maggie, Friday, March 6th. We will be back here next week on Friday the 13th.
Oh. Please remember to leave a comment below after the show is done, because it helps a lot with the awful YouTube algorithm that makes us.
Then leave us in those comments. Just put in like what movie you think we should watch. That's what you should leave in the comment. What movie you think we should watch?
None with Adam Sandler. I say this every week. None with. I fucking hate Adam Sandler, man.
None with Adam Sandler. That's fine.
Thank you.
But try to make it a comedy if you can. If not,
yeah, let's make it the ridiculous comedy.
Something. Yeah, something good. But that's we'd appreciate it. But guys, we will see you next week for AEW Revolution pay-per-view predictions. Like Maggie said before, it's her favorite AEW pay-per-view, and they usually do bring it like for this pay-per-view. I mean, if you go back and look at the different matches they've had previous Revolutions, I mean, you go back, Omega Page versus Young Bucks, one of the best matches in AEW history, in my opinion.
Orange
just like Maggie
Cassidy versus Pac.
Yeah, there you go. So many good matches. But guys, thank you so much again for tuning in. We went over a half an hour longer than we normally do. So again, thank you very much. We appreciate you so much, and we will talk to you next week for another episode of Coexisting. Also, check out Fightful.com for interviews right now. Sean interviewed Steph DeLander, who just quit TNA.
Ooh, yes.
So he talks about that with her. Maggie mentioned it earlier, but Sean had on the hump. He had
AJ Francis.
Thank you, AJ Francis. So we got that going on. So many things going on right now on Fightful.com. Sean has his interviews from WWE 2K6 when he was there last week. He has Xavier Woods, Trish Stratus, Mariah May, Obafemi, Drew McIntyre, Tyler Breeze, somebody else I'm forgetting. But I mean, so we got quite a bit of interviews on there. So check them out. And then, of course, like Maggie said earlier, check out FightfulSelect.com and help us out there too. So peace out, everyone. Have a good day. You have the SmackDown post show tonight. I believe that is Cresta and it's Alex Pulowski because Kate is on vacation somewhere.
Running from the grind.
Running from the grind. I think she's in Florida, she said. So good for her.
On the NXT Vengeance Day post show is going to be Alex and SP3. So please tune into that because that's always great.
Yep. And then tomorrow you got Grapsody. So check those guys out like normal. But other than that, we will see you guys next week for another episode of Coexisting with Rob and Maggie, or otherwise known as Barney and Ethel. So see you guys later.
Stop it.
I can't do it.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. You can listen to many of our previous episodes on your favorite podcast platform or view them at youtube.com/Fightful Overbooked.